Whoop, whoop, whoop. We are live. And I really, really hope that the microphone is performing as it should this time. Hello, everyone. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm like 99% confident that this will hold, but still there is that 1% doubt. Microphone sounds fine. Thank you. That's what I want to read. Hey, Amy. Thank you for being here and keeping a peace in the chat. So the plan is I already have the, how is it called? The pipe, not the pipe. Look. Have the thingy. Yeah. It is already inside. And a little bit of water spilled inside, but I still didn't start feeling it like at all. We will do everything live. Everything will be live. Whew. Hose, yeah, it's a hose. Yeah, it's not that I don't know the words, it is wired in my brain weirdly. So when I need the word, I don't have it all the time. Yeah, but are you guys excited? This is exciting for sure. And I was thinking about it for the past 2 days. What if it actually leaks? Is there any chance that I can fix anything? And I don't think so. I think that if it leaks, then this will be a big waterless enclosure or something. I don't know. Yeah. Yes, Roach Guy helped, so it won't leak for sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video where we assembled the enclosure. And when I was planning all of the glass building, I knew that the glass will be heavy, but I didn't really know how heavy it will be. And that was the tricky part, because I've been working with glass for, I don't know, past 10 years almost. Not 10 years, 9 years. So I have a good feeling of how to assemble everything, but I never handled such a large piece of glass. And I was in my head, I'm always downplaying everything. I was like, I will probably be able to just, shim it left and right and put it in place. But thank God that I didn't start to silicone it together alone, because then it would be like a catastrophe. Because as you seen in the video, even with Roach Guy helping me out, the silicone was starting to cure a little bit. What are you guys saying? Am I going to add new animals in the JUNGLEARIUM 2.0? Yes, I definitely want to add. I wanted to add in the current JUNGLEARIUM, I wanted to put 3 frogs, small 3 frogs, so the ones that are active during the night. So I have some animals that are during the night active. That will go inside for sure, but I won't stop there. I have some things in mind, but I'm still thinking what exactly, if I can get everything that I want. Yes. Herwa is asking, what will I do if something goes wrong? I will feel it slowly, just a little bit, like this. And that will be enough to see if the bottom right side leaks. Because if something leak, if some connection is not good, it's that one on that side, the one that we did first, that I silicone first, because the glue was starting to. It didn't seal completely, it didn't cure completely, but it definitely started to change its tackiness, So if it leaks, it will leak over there. So I will feel it just a little bit, and then we will wait and see. But I think that most of you that plan to come are here. So let me just go and open the pipe. I will set the camera so we see what is happening and how everything will go. Man, should I do a poll first? Who thinks that it will leak and who thinks that it will hold? Yeah, let's do that. Or while, yeah. Okay. No leak gang. Yeah, thanks. Kerskia. Thanks for the 10 pounds. How do I do a poll? Poll. Blah, blah, blah. No, that's not it. Edit. Engage with your audience. That sounds like a right. I'll start the poll. Okay. Question. Will it leak? Yes, no. Start the poll. And while you guys are clicking your answers, I will open the... this is the... Ooh, wait a minute. Just a second. The camera is not connected. Camera lost... probably battery. Or it shut down on its own. It shouldn't do that, but I have a spare battery here. Don't worry. Is it battery? Yeah, it's battery. Okay. It needs to boot up and connect. Transmitter, receiver. Any second now. No video. What do you mean no video? Okay, let's switch the camera. Come on, hey. It is going. There we go. What does the poll says? 82% says no, and 18% says yes. I bet it will be 100% no. Yeah, I go. I need to go into my other part of house, and I'm doing it 3, 2, 1. Let's go slowly. Slowly. Maybe too slow. Just a second. Where is the water? Where is the water? Here is the water. The water is coming. Okay. Slowly but surely, huh? Beautiful stream of water. Okay, I need a lot of water actually. Just to get, you see how slowly it is. And the camera is losing focus as expected. I'm so nervous, man. I'm so nervous. But you will have the opportunity to see live if we will have catastrophe or not. I think that I can increase the flow, just not too much, so it doesn't splash outside. See, this is where I go. Is everything okay? Yeah. Okay, water is flowing a bit faster. I'll put you on a tripod like this, and we can actually monitor this part. This is the crucial part. Water is still not here. Just I hope that the camera won't lose focus. So far, so good. I don't think I'll go around. Yeah, nothing. Okay, and Paul. I hope there is a plan. Yeah, I have some rags and a bucket. But the plan is that it won't leak. That's the plan. Yeah, Jan, we actually did speak a lot on Croatian, but I cut all of that out in the video. He says that he noticed how we spoke on Croatian when we was assembling this. Like what you see in the video, there is like maybe that is like around 5% of the footage recorded. All the 95% of that we were talking and doing tactics and everything, all of that I cut out because the video would be too long. But we are reaching the point over here, as you can see. I actually need a light because behind it is dark, so I need a light to check it out. You enjoy watching the water flow while I search for a battery, another battery. Oh, I think that the rest of the batteries are in the garage. Great. I have 4 more batteries like this, but they are all in the garage. Let's see if it works. Yeah, the battery is dead. But everything is dry. And now this is under the water. But that part is not still. No leaks, everything is fine behind. And if something leaks out of the glass, the plywood won't hold any water because it is not insulated at all. The connections are just, as you've seen in the video, the plywood is just assembled. All the sheets are just held in with screws. So if water goes out of the glass, it will go straight out on the floor. Run to the garage. No, I want to be here. Why glass over acrylic? Acrylic is extremely expensive, and I never worked with acrylic in this way, so I didn't really want to experiment with acrylic, and also I didn't want to spend that much money. It is insanely expensive. I would need a thick acrylic for this sort of enclosure, but acrylic would be the best solution for this by far. Okay. How deep is this now? Like 2 centimeters, maybe. Not even, no, half an inch. I need to work with both measurements so you Americans know what I'm talking about. In case you don't know, 1 inch got around 2.5 centimeters. So you can do quick calculations in your head. Everything is dry still. So far, so good. The sound of the water, just slowly, gently. On Croatian, we say žubori when the water is making that sound. You know, the stream of water is žubori, making that gentle noise. Place leakage sensor. Yeah, that would be good, but if a leak occurs, I'm screwed anyway. Trickling, yeah, it's trickling. The Americans, thank you for your American measurements. Yeah. In most of the videos, whenever I'm saying because normally I'm speaking in centimeters and meters because that's what we use here, but always I try to write on the screen what are the inches. I try to do the calculations because you know that around 50% of my audience is from America and also 10% is from UK. So yeah, you guys work in inches and other weird stuff. Okay, I will stop the water now. And we will assess the situation. Actually, I will take you with me so we can see that everything is dry, hopefully. And even though I don't have real light. I have cell phone with light. Yeah, professional, so professional. So you can see behind. No leaks, no leaks, no leaks. Everything is dry. You see, everything dry, dry, dry. And this is the tricky part. But yeah, still dry. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I mean, it is still not over, but all the important seams are, see, I'm just turning off the light. The water level is above the silicone level on most parts. On most parts, yeah, I can still continue feeling it to go above this, but yeah, if it doesn't leak now, I don't think that it will leak, because these top connections are even better than the inside one, if that makes sense. I don't know, but there is so much. I mean, you see, it is so shallow, but it took such a long time to fill. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I will turn on the water again. It seems like I knew what I'm doing after all. Oh man, but can you imagine now? The biggest difference between this junglarium and the old junglarium, even though their dimensions are really similar, this opening on the old junglarium is like this maybe. So it is much smaller window, you know, and so therefore this one will feel so much bigger. And also I will put the background all the way to the top, and the background will go all the way to the top on this side, and all the way, this entire part will be covered with background. And also we have a window on this corner, so yeah, you will be able to see it from the side. So I think that this junglarium will be so much superior in the terms of design and accessibility than the old one. The old one was a big learning thing. Quick check, quick check. Oh, okay. I had a mini heart attack. I thought that there is a stream of water, but that was a shadow from the pipe, just a shadow. How will I do the background? I plan to do the entire scape with the styrofoam, but not the regular type of styrofoam, the hard one. In Croatia, it is called stirodur. I'm not really sure if that's the name of the type of styrofoam, but it is much harder. And I plan to do the entire scape, everything, and then cover it like I did in the junglarium, the original junglarium, with the type of dirt that I got outside. It is a bit clayish. That turned out to be a really good solution. But this time I will also put a layer of mesh in between that dirt, so everything holds better. At least that's what I plan to do. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, beautiful project. Thank you. Will we see a teardown of the old one? Of course that we will do a teardown. I'm really looking forward to see how and where the junglarium failed. Because I'm assuming that the roots were the problem, and the roots penetrated the hydro insulation. But once we tear it down, we will see. And also I want to see if I will be able to find different types of isopods. And if you remember, all of you that watched all the junglarium videos, you know, when I added the millipedes, I actually added three different types of millipedes. And I regularly seen one type all the time. They are basically outside during the day, and you can almost always spot at least one, and they are actually multiplying. I'm occasionally seeing the second species, but the third one, the red one, if you remember, small red one, I never see them. So I'm not sure if they died out, or if they are just so good at hiding, because some insects like those millipedes, some they just prefer to hide in in deep layers of substrate. So I don't know. Once I will know that when I take all the substrate out and we check what is inside. That will be a fun thing. Do a kickflip on the camera. I cannot really do a kickflip because you see my doors are open to the rest of my house, and my daughter is asleep over there, and my wife is doing some other stuff. So I don't really want to do noise like that. Why not universal rock? What is actually universal rock? I'm not really familiar with what is that. Danny says that he is an OG viewer, watched since apartment. So thank you for being such a long time fan. I need to check what is happening over there, right? No leak, no leak, no leak, no leak, no leak. And I forgot to switch the camera, right? Yeah. Yes. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I cannot believe. I mean, I can't believe, but and if the leak would occur, we would see it. We would actually see it through the glass like a puddle first, so we can actually inspect it from the top, and you see that there is nothing, 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 nothing. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Of course, on top, I will have a plastic cover. So none of the. I read some comments. People wondering what will happen to the exposed part of the wood, but nothing wooden will be exposed. Everything will be covered from the top, and these edges that are currently visible, this edge and also the top edge, I will have the guiders for the door system glued on top, and also silicone, so none of that will be exposed. Everything will be covered. So only glass and plastic, and that's it. Nothing wooden. Water is heavier than substrate. Yes, it is. I don't plan to fill it up all the way. There's no need to. What I needed now to do this, to test out the bottom seam. Inside we will have a really small amount of water. Majority of the bottom will be covered with that type of styrofoam. Everything will be raised by like maybe this. Everything except this cutout that I have for the, you cannot see it, this cutout. So I will have a styrofoam going like from here all the way like this, and then it will go slope down, then slope up, and then like this. So everything will be raised, and only that front part will be covered with water, and that's it. And the water that we will have in the waterfall, but really small amount of water, and the pressure will be negligible on the sides. Yes. Favorite part of the dark den? I sure hope. Junglarium is definitely, even though it is the most demanding project I ever did, but it is definitely the most, I wouldn't say rewarding, because it is a lot of work, and you cannot really. I was expecting that more will happen inside, but now the thing that we have with the frogs, that is the biggest news. Other than that, the reptiles are just hiding. The geckos, they're hiding basically all the time. Frogs are active all the time, and you can see the millipedes, and that's basically it. There is not a lot of activity that you can observe. You really need to sit in front of it and spend time in order to see what is happening inside. Who is my currently favorite pet in the dark den? I don't know. I don't really have favorite pets. No, I don't have. I enjoy all of my animals. The one that would be favorite was Despacito. Felix was definitely my favorite. If I check all the animals that I ever had, Felix was the most favorite, then Cappuccino, the hamster, just because you can have interactions with them. And then Despacito and Eight. No, eight. Okay, yes, I always forget about eight. You know, it is the, what is the scientific name? I don't remember, but it is the tortoise that I have. He is outside. He's not in the dark den because he grew. He's now like this big. He's outside, but currently he is in hibernation in my fridge. He's currently in my fridge. But yeah, I enjoy my favorite animals are the ones that I have actual interactions, but it's not that I don't like my spiders. It is just different type of enjoyment, if you understand. Thanks, Kerskia. Sorry for butchering your name. Thanks for watching me since I moved everything from the apartment. Yeah, no Ling Gang prevails. But I think that I can finish with this. I think that this is more than enough water to test it out during the night, but yeah, close it off. That's it. I would call this leak test a great success. A great success. Which dark then? Oh, now it's so weird without the noise. What I was thinking, you know, I want to have a waterfall naturally, but in the junglarium, original junglarium, I have waterfall, but I set it up so the water is not really falling; it is gliding across the surfaces because I don't want noise. You know, I want it when I'm recording video. I don't want. But in this one, I'm thinking, I'm not really sure if I will actually do it, but I want to have like a switch that I can have like a divider, you know, flow divider, that I can send water through the one pipe or the other pipe, and one pipe that goes into a real waterfall, a noisy waterfall, and the other pipe when I don't want to have a noisy waterfall, I can switch it to have it just streamed on the rocks so it doesn't make any noise. That would be a cool thing. So I just don't know if I will do it, but it is an idea that I have. I'm wondering, someone who asked me about the rocks, why I don't use the rocks, standard rocks or something. I don't know if there was an answer to that, but why foam and no substrate? Of course, the foam is just to raise the substrate. I will still have the substrate on top of that foam, but I don't want to have this amount of substrate. And not only that, I need substrate will, I don't know how to explain it really. I think the easiest will be to just watch the videos when I will build it, and you will see why there is a styrofoam. But I need substrate to be raised from the water level, and yeah, that's basically the main reason. And also, I don't want to have this amount of substrate. No need, right? So that's why I have the styrofoam underneath. But about the rocks, there is a type of rock that I tried to get. It is called the pumice stone or something like that. It is the stone that is quarried from the volcanoes, you know. And that stone is like super light. It actually, if you put it on the water, it floats. The stone that floats because it is bubble inside. And you get those stones, like big chunks, cut it on half, and then you can glue it on the background. You silicone it on the background, and the plants will just cover everything because they are so porous, and they hold water really well, but in the same time they are super light. So that is awesome thing for the background. But unfortunately, I was trying to find those stones for the past 2 years in my area, in closer proximity of Europe, and I know that there are probably they are probably available in Italy, because I know that they have volcanoes in Italy, right, and quarries like that. But no information on the internet, and whenever I asked on the video, I didn't get any real answer. I got some information, but all of those stones that you can get on the web shops are super expensive, because that stone is also used for the, for taking off dead skins from your feet, because it is rough, so it is used for that. But those stones that are shaped for that thing are small and super expensive, and just not really feasible for the Junglarium for this type of project. I needed a bulk order, but I couldn't get it, unfortunately. That would be better alternative than this. Yeah, but I think that we can slowly end this 8-legged hugs. Thanks for the $3. Do you know Serpa Design? Yeah. I met, what is his name? Tanner. Yeah, I met Tanner when I was in PetFest. Was it PetFest? Animal Con. No, PetFest was something else. Animal Con in Florida, in Orlando. That was like 3 years ago, I think. Yeah. I like the stream. Yeah, Amy, that's right. Guys, great success. Thank you for watching. I need to go to bed now. In Croatia, it is 11:30. It is 11:30 in Croatia. I intentionally did this stream because, as I said, around 50% of my viewers come from, 50% of you come from America and from US. And I know that over there, you're just, since it is a work day, you are just arriving from work. So I had to do it like a late stream if I wanted to have it available for all of you guys. But yeah, thanks for enjoying this video. Headrock, can you describe what you plan for the ventilation? Can I describe? Yes, I can. I will have, inside of the Junglarium, I will have 2 fans that will circulate the air, and that will be just a closed system. And then on top, I will have 2 openings that will be intakes covered with mesh. And on the right side, I drilled a big hole for the pipe that goes out of my house. And outside, I will blow when that fan turns on, it will blow out hot and humid air outside my house, and through those intakes, the fresh air from the dark den will be pulled in. So that is what I plan for the ventilation. And that fan that blows the air outside, that will be on either on a timer or on the sensor that will turn on depending on the humidity. So that one won't be permanently on, but the ones on the inside will probably be on permanently on, or maybe working on the intervals. We will see if they will dry up stuff inside too quickly or not. But I want them to also to blow on the front panel on the door, because if you noticed in the old dark den, in the old Junglarium, doors are often foggy, and that is a bit annoying. You cannot see clearly inside. But with fans blowing air on it, not only that I will have a circulation, permanent circulation inside that is simulating natural environment, but also the doors hopefully won't get as foggy. So yeah, that's the idea. By the way, before all of you guys go, I still didn't record a video for Monday, and I'm not really sure if I want to do a video about where I will rehouse the jumping spiders that I get in Czech Republic from Prague, the expo, or if I want to rehouse and set up, make new enclosure for the centipede. So I will do a poll again, and you guys can decide what I will record tomorrow for the Monday. How about that, huh? Start the poll. So what shall I record for Monday's video? Is that what? Wrong, I spelled it wrong. So we have a centipede rehouse or jumping spiders, because we have male and female rehouse, separate enclosures, of course. Start the poll. Let's see. What do you guys want? Hey Petko, is Linotella still available? Unfortunately not. The mature male died 2 weeks ago, unfortunately. Mice may enter no, mice cannot enter through the extraction pipe because I have the covers that are, the covers that are dangling. And when the fan is blowing, they open, but they are like, okay, the mice could fit, but also I will put a mesh on top, so nothing will be able to go inside. Don't worry. Both of them. No, I cannot do both of them. I can do one video, those are two separate videos. What do we have? 4060 for the jumping spiders currently. It looks like we will have jumping spiders. Sviljan, thank you. Hvala, hvala. Go to bed, the girls are waiting. Erika is a long time asleep. She goes to bed at like 9 p.m., 9:30, depending on how quick we are. And Maya is probably preparing for bed. How old is your oldest tarantula and what species? My oldest tarantula is most likely Annie, when it comes to how old she is, because I got her as an adult, as an old adult tarantula. It is a now Tliltoca talvopilosus female, but the oldest one that I personally got, and the oldest one in the dark den is the, surprisingly, it is never outside. It is, oh, you can actually see her. Yeah, the one that I got as a sling, as a tiny sling when I started with the hobby is this one. Slowly. Can you, if you don't read the name, can you guess which tarantula this is? It comes from Africa, and it is this one, Heterosclera maculata. So she is the oldest in a term of how long I have her, but she's definitely not the oldest by the age. Yeah, okay. Is it possible a turtle inside? I don't think that I could fit a turtle. Maybe some small, but I don't think that there are some smaller. If there are like turtles that are this big, that are suitable for this environment, then yeah. You know what would be super cool animal that I'm pretty sure that it wouldn't interact well with other animals inside, but super cool animal that I was like, if only I could keep this in the junglarium, are those fishes that live in the mud and actually go out of the water and they go on the mud, That would be an awesome animal in the junglarium, but I don't know what frogs would think about it. And if I know that they are not easy to keep. Yeah, that would be mud skippers. Yeah, that would be awesome thing inside. Another chameleon. Yes, another chameleon. I would like to have a chameleon, but I don't have enough free time for currently, because chameleons are big dedication and you want to interact with them a lot in order for them to get accustomed to you. And currently I don't have time for that. I was thinking that once Erika is big enough, my daughter, once she's big enough to, when she can care for an animal like that, I will get a chameleon for her if she will want it, of course. Anyway, a praying mantis, yes. Inside, no, because praying mantises are, they prey, they are, no, how do you get a predator, and I think that if I get a bigger species, they would prey on frogs, and smaller species would probably prey on smaller lizards. So I cannot really put any predators like that eat some bigger prey inside. Only the ones that eat fruit flies. Guys, this was awesome. Let's one final inspection. Dry. Everything is dry. Heck yeah, everything is dry. Heck yeah. I enjoyed this live stream, and I hope that all of you enjoyed it. And we will have a jumping spider rehouse, although it is 47-53% difference. So yeah, I will end it now, and tomorrow I will record the jumping spider rehouse. So I will need to do 2 enclosures. Okay. For mudskippers, you need to have a second shallow pool without water flow. That is not it is not problem to put it inside, but the interaction between other animals is what is worrying me. Any trilobite beetle? No, trilobites definitely didn't survive. I found 2 dead ones, and I didn't find the rest. Guys, good night. See you on Monday. Bye. And how do I click on the end stream? Yes, and